I'm the Magpie. This is a Gakken Toy Record Maker, which I did a video on a while back. I got it because I thought it was gonna be really fun to record things to these tiny vinyl records and use together with this one that I have hacked to be a record player keyboard. So the keys control the pitch of a record that I put on. So I thought that I can record things on this one and I can play it back on this one and take total control over. Well, yeah, today Teenage Engineering, the ones and onlys, released this thing again, I guess. The Record Factory, which very seemingly is literally the same thing. So I guess it's a collaboration with the creator. It's just not being created for whatever it was being created for before. And it would suck if they have put a Teenage Engineering price on it, but well, I'm not gonna speak too soon, we're gonna see. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go to eBay, I'm gonna search for Gakken Record Maker, Toy Record Maker. Yeah, you can still buy these, I guess. And it's in SEK because I'm in Swedish, but that's, yeah, like $100 or 120 bucks. That's what I paid for it, and it definitely looks literally the same. So, and I mean, there's nothing wrong about that if they are actually working together with the original creator, because it's not something that Teenage Engineering created. I saw all the hype in the comments, so yeah, you silly stans of Teenage Engineering. Take all of that excitement and go buy this one if it's cheaper. Let's actually have a look first and see if it's the same also. Definitely looks identical, even like quite literally the same knob design and buttons. I think it's, yeah, I mean, it's orange, so that's dope. But other than that, I would say it's just the same thing. But is it a good thing? Let's review. I don't think they have done anything to the hardware. They've done like a master it software for it, so you can master before you put your sounds on it, because it sounds like you would expect. And I've had it for a good while now, like since July, and I've been virtually unable to work with it in a creative manner. So I'm very sorry about that. But I mean, I didn't expect much from it, but I expected to be able to record sounds to it and then be able to play those single sounds back. So not even putting songs on it or anything like that. Well, let's see here. Yeah, PO-80 at 1490 SEK. So to give credit to Teenage Engineering, it's not $1,000. It's actually only like 20 or 30 more bucks or something, like up towards $50 more. You can also buy a bag for it for $60 ish, between 50 and $60. And what would make me really excited is that I could buy blank records for it, but everything is out of stock because it's Teenage Engineering. So I'm not gonna buy one to do like a comparison. It definitely looks identical, and you also have to build it yourself. So hopefully this one has a manual for building it that is in a language that I could personally read. It's not an issue if you can read many languages. I'm dumb, I can only read Swedish and English, so it was sort of a bummer to build it. But if you want to see me sort of build it and my like initial entire video with trying to have a first experiment session with it, there's a link to that. Since then, it's mainly been sitting on my shelf. Like I've been taking it out from time to time to be like, I really want to be able to work with you because I spent over $100 on you. I really want to make a cool sound that makes you worth it in my mind. Sadly, have not been able to do that, but that might as well just be me. But in this video, I'm gonna try something that I did not try initially, which is to put a song on one of these, or to, yeah, try that, and also, I guess, fire up a computer and try their mastering thingy online. So we're gonna listen to like before and after, because that's really cool if they have been able to succeed with that, because that could help me to do what I want to do with it also. So thank you very much. So help me on this endeavor with getting across the interwebs with as good of a sound as possible. I have this bit more of a hi-fi record player situation here. I also have this fancy Harman Kardon AVR 21. I think first we can just try with this one. as is. I had to find these cables. I'm remembering, because it cannot work on a battery, which is sort of a bummer actually. It would make it way better, in my humble opinion. Also, this cable that you get with it, it's mono on one end and stereo on the other end. So you plug the stereo into what you want to record, but you only record mono on this. Building it is easy. They do not recommend to do it. I just read if you are a kid, which is kind of weird, since it's you have a button here to choose tempo between 33 and 45 RPM, and then over here you have playback and record. And playback, you cannot like play back what you're playing into it, but you can sort of hear it from this one, the recorder cutter. Pro tip is to record on 45 RPM. That seems to work a lot better, at least, yeah, in my experiments. But then you just have this thing, you put it in record mode, and then this one you can move to start record wherever you want to start recording, and then it's automatically gonna move when it's recording closer and closer. But then you just have this thing that you have to sort of unwind or whatever. So now it's recording. And the most annoying part with it is that it's collecting whatever it's cutting away, and then you are, yeah, it just fucks everything up. So, wish they could have somehow solved that with like a tiny vacuum cleaner or something. Lovely. Right, let's collect that to sell, like as Teenage Engineering merch. Then we have to put this back in safety, and we can listen back. So let's listen back straight from this one. At this point, you might assume that I did something wrong. Maybe I did. So I put the volume now on 10 on the computer. Great stuff. It's been better, for sure. Might just be having some bad luck. Let's power it from the wall, even though that shouldn't make any difference. Okay, I mean, this is also quite intimidating of a sound. I'm gonna put this very delicately away. Then I'm gonna plug in big record player now, and we're gonna see if it's simply the pickup. So the recording is amazing, but the playing back, not so much. Let's see. It's got its places where I could think that's really, really cool. I don't know if that speaks more about me than anything else. Okay, let's master it. Get started. We go to their page. Welcome to our mastering machine. This will help you get better sound quality when making records for your PO-80. I should relax. They're still cooking. Hang in there. Thank you. I needed that. Excellent track, by the way. Well, fuck you too. You condescending piece of polishing and adjusting the filter. Actually, they're just sending it to Lander. That's what they're doing. They're sending it straight to Lander and back. Cause now I can pick a flavor. And Oli? Ramp. Come on, Teenage Engineering. Please be amazing. I have high hopes. That actually is better. Nice. I mean, it's still horrific, but it's better. I did a switch there. You can actually hear the switch. Nice. you know. Small victories at this point, I guess. Yeah, that was so good. EQ most definitely was what was missing. I think I'm gonna risk it and go on like a really loud volume. We go wild and see if we can push through all of that insane amount of noise. And as loud as it can be on that one. And as loud as it can be on that one. I guess you can have it as a speaker. Not a Bluetooth speaker though. Not to worry though, Teenage Engineering's got you covered with the Bluetooth speakers also! Ultra Lo-Fi Dreams. Experience the warmth of lo-fi audio. Play back your unique cuts and give your favorite 7-inch records new life with ultra analog sound quality. I guess we now know what ultra analog sound quality is. Finally, there's a standard for that. As a very last try, I actually want to see, since you can play back through the built-in speaker, if that is what they mean with the ultra analog sound quality. I believe so. Like their demos. Even just from a phone speaker. Teenage, please make a video showing how to get that ultra analog sound quality. I would personally really want to know, so I could do that, because that would be amazing for me. You see, I'm trying here. A for effort for me. But in conclusion, I would say, if you're a musician and you enjoy having fun, you could watch my video where I try to use it in a musical context and see if that's something for you. I would hate for such a fun, gimmicky gadget to become a shelf warmer for hundreds and hundreds of Teenage Engineering fans, rather than people who are happy to try things out with things. That would be more fun. Just in general. I don't judge though. Spend your money on things, because the things we do for things are incredible. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. This was the Gakken version, so it's not the Teenage Engineering version, and conspiracy theorists might think that it's the same, but also conspiracy theorists might think it's not the same. But however, when you buy the Teenage Engineering one, you get a Gakken magazine included, like it says here, included in the package for this one. So I'm gonna assume a lot of things, but 1 out of 5, or but also 5 out of 5. Sort of depends on you.